Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? I'm so glad to see you. What? You're wondering where Buttons is? He's behind the special mirror. Do you want to call him? Tell him to come out. Say, hey, Buttons. Come on out. What? That doesn't look like Buttons, does it? But I think it is. Buttons, are you in there? You are? Ah, there he is. Buttons, why did you have a mask on? And I think it's a skunk mask. What did you say? It's a clue to our story today. Is our story going to smell bad like a skunk? No? Will it have a skunk in? Yes. Okay. So it's some sort of a story that has a skunk in. Are we going to like it? Okay. All right. We'll trust you. All right. We're going to put that stinky mask away. And what should we do first? Oh, Buttons likes to put up the button to the calendar. What day is it going to be? It goes in between the 23rd and the 25th. So what number? Do you want to show them? Okay, thank you. You're right. It is number 24. We've got to put, and the month is February. So we're going to put up February 24th, right in between the 23rd and the 25th. 23, 24, 25. And he's going to give it his seal of approval. All right. Now what should we do? Oh, are they ready? They're ready? Okay. Who should we go? We should go get the weather children? Okay, let's get the weather children. Do you remember what their names are? One is Jack. Here's Jack. Jack is dressed. Oh my goodness, Buttons, you had him by his head. How about just his hair? There we go. Jack has his snow coat on again. Is it still chilly out and still snowy? Is it at your house? It is at my house too. We're going to put that up. We'll put Jack up there. And what about Winnie? You're right. Winnie has her coat on. Buttons is going to hold her a little more gently. So she has her snow coat on too. Maybe they're going sled riding today. I don't know. That would be fun. We've got a little bit of grass showing back there. I have a little bit. Do you have any grass in your yard? But we need to put snow still up. We're going to put some more snow up. And another one. There we go. I do have the sun. Do you see that? I have the sun peeking out from the clouds. I'm hoping it's sunny where you are. Spring's coming, so we just have to be patient. After winter, then we have spring. The snow will melt. Do you like that? Yes. Do you like the sunshine? Buttons likes the sunshine. Should we get to our story, Buttons? Okay. All right. We'll get to our story. Can you find the book? Oh, he's going to help me lift it up. Here it is. I love you, Stinky Face. Ah, I see a skunk on there and an alligator. He had a skunk mask on. Who is this written by? This is written by Lisa Mccourt. Buttons, do you want to sit and listen to it? Okay, because I really need you to let go now. Okay, that's good. And where do you want to sit? All right, he's going to sit on the chair behind me so we can read the story. And let's see what in our story has to do with a skunk. What do you think it could be? I love you, Stinky Face. I love you, my wonderful child, said Mama as she tucked me in. But I had a question. Mama, what if I were a big, scary ape? Would you still love me? That ape has a scary purple snake right beside it. My page edges are sticking today. There we go. If you were a big scary ape, I would comb your whole hairy self to make sure you didn't have any tangles. And I would make your birthday cake out of bananas, and I would tell you, I love you, my big scary ape. Does he look happy? He does. But Mama, what if I were a super smelly skunk and I smelled so bad that my name was Stinky Face? There's that skunk. That's what Buttons was talking about. Then I would give you a bath and sprinkle you with sweet smelling powder. And if you still smelled bad, I wouldn't mind, and I would hug you tight and whisper in your ear, I love you, Stinky Face. But Mama, what if I were an alligator with big sharp teeth that could bite your head off? Then I would buy you a bigger toothbrush for your big teeth and make sure that you brushed them every night so they would stay healthy and strong. And if you had a sore throat, I would stick my head right inside your enormous jaws to make sure you were okay. And I would say, I love you, my ferocious alligator. But Mama, what if I were a terrible meat-eating dinosaur with razor-sharp claws that ripped my sheets to shred every night while I slept? Then I would give you plenty of meat to eat if that is what you liked. And I would sew your sheets back together every day because after all, ripping them would be an accident. And I would tuck you into your newly mended sheets every night and say, I love you, my sweet, terrible dinosaur. But Mama, what if I were a swamp creature with slimy, smelly seaweed hanging from my body and I couldn't ever leave the swamp or I would die? Then I would build a house right next to the swamp and I would stay with you and take care of you always. And when you splashed to the surface, I would say, I love you, my slimy little swamp monster. But Mama, what if I were a green alien from Mars and I ate bugs instead of peanut butter? Then I would dress you in colors that showed off your nice green skin. And I would pack your lunchbox with beetles and spiders and ants and grasshoppers and the tastiest bugs you ever had. And I would pack a note with all the bugs that said, I love you, little greenie, bon appetit. But Mama, what if I were a cyclops and I had just one big, gigantic eye in the middle of my head? Then I would look right into your gigantic eye and say, I love you, my little cyclops, and I would sing you a lullaby until your one gigantic eyelid got droopier and droopier, and it finally closed, and you fell fast asleep. I love you, Mama, and I love you, my wonderful child. What do you think, boys and girls? That's a beautiful story, isn't it? What do you think that was trying to say? That no matter how he was, whether he was a gigantic ape, a one-eyed cyclops, a smelly skunk, or a slimy swamp creature, his mama always was gonna love him. That was a nice story. Okay, boys and girls, well, I want you to have nice thoughts for today. You pretend whether you are a gigantic ape or maybe a slimy sea creature. Be whatever you want to be. But remember what you always want to be. You're right. We forgot to get buttons, didn't we? I can't say that word without buttons. Come here, buttons. We need you. He fell asleep because why? Oh, he was dreaming about being a unicorn, and he was flying, and he wondered whether his mama would love him if he would fly. Did she say she would? She did? Okay. Do you think you'd have a yellow horn on your nose, on your forehead? Yeah, I think so too. All right. So boys and girls, you go dream and pretend you're whatever you want to be, and know somebody is always out there loving you. Okay. And remember, no matter what you do, and when you play, always be, what's it? Kind. Okay, boys and girls, you take care. Bye-bye.